This is what you will see when you do not take people serious in your life. A time will come where you now have to start begging them. This is what you will see when you think that some people are not just important. This is what you will see when you think that a lot of people that are contributing to your business can actually be taken for granted. Disney is just finding out the wrong way. Now they are begging. They are begging after they have lost $3 billion, guys. This is not million. We're talking about billions here. Jesus, I can't just imagine. A lot of people are not only canceling their subscription, but they're let's go so that you will see with your own eyes. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time you're tuning in, do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And guys, this is just for educational purposes. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips that we roll out in our today's episode. With that being said, let's dive right so that you can see how their tears is dropping and how they are begging and what Americans are saying. And did I stand with them on this? Especially my black people? Let's go right in.
Man, you people were serious on Disney. Disney, $3 billion estimated loss in just maybe 3 or 4 days. You guys really had a long talk with Disney. $3 billion. People were canceling their timeshare vacations. They're canceling literal ownership of timeshare condos. They're canceling lifetime memberships with Disney World. I'm witnessing a empire lose, and the people are speaking, and they're speaking very loud. I mean, I know people that are literally canceling memberships that they've had for decades. Man, Disney, you really stepped on your own ass. And quite frankly, I don't think bringing Jimmy Kimmel back is going to do anything except fuel the fire of pissed that people are at you right now. You really underestimated your fan base. You made a decision that hurt the quality of your reputation. And now you must sit back and face the lashes.
So this is not about right and left. This is about democracy. And this is about American values. And American values matter because American values bring prosperity. They brought prosperity to our country up until this point, and they will continue to bring prosperity to our country in the future. So here are my receipts. I was paying for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN bundle. I was paying $18.46 a month. That has been canceled. And in the survey at the end, they ask you why you cancel. I went to other and I listed boycott. Now this account is mainly for Disney Plus, and that is mainly used by my nephews and niece. So we're going to have a conversation with them about why they can no longer watch Disney Plus, and I look forward to having that conversation with them. I also canceled Paramount Plus. And I gave the same reason for canceling as I did for Disney Plus. Other boycott, okay? Now the other thing, okay, that's my streaming services. So my girlfriend, life partner, is a diehard Disney fan, okay? She grew up in Southern California. She grew up going to Disneyland. Disneyland is literally the happiest place on earth for her. So we had plans for this year to go to Disneyland on Thanksgiving. And we are canceling that trip. We're not going there. And round 2 of this is going to be targeting those companies that advertise on these platforms and boycotting them as well. We vote every day with our dollars, okay? And those dollars have power. And you can just ask Target about that power. Because this is going to look like child's play. Target's going to look like nothing compared to this, okay? It's easier to boycott these companies than it is to boycott Target. These companies don't have anything that any of us actually need to survive. We can stand together as Americans, and we will stand together as Americans.
Now, some Americans are already pushing back. We've heard that business and money was part of the threat here. So some people, using their money and wallets, are immediately canceling their entire Disney subscriptions, which of course covers a lot more than just ABC, to say they don't want Bob Iger's Disney products if this is the censorship agenda, the anti-First Amendment cave that they sign on to, and then they're echoing that in their own platforms online.
Disney Plus, yeah, y'all could go ahead, hit the road, Jack.
That was your mistake, getting scared by the FCC.
Not Disney Plus, not a Disney cruise, not Disneyland, not Disney World.
I found out that there's a protest at Disney headquarters and I'm going.
Disney Plus and Hulu canceled. Throw you in the bin.
We will not be there with Mickey and Minnie.
Remember, if these companies are just going with what they think the pressure is, money or government pressure, there are a lot of people who can provide their own pressure. That's true in sort of consumer culture. It's true in democracy. You still have your voice. You still have your money. You still have the ways you can express yourself. And remember, now is the time to do it. Although I'm not telling you what to do. Everyone can make up their own minds.
Disney thought angry fans were bad enough. But now the real drama has arrived because Hollywood's own stars, the ones with Disney contracts, Marvel credits, and blockbuster paychecks, are turning on the mouse. It's one thing when subscribers revolt. That happens all the time. People cancel subscriptions, hashtags trend, executives issue some carefully worded apology, and within a week, the headlines move on. But this time is different. We have some major news right now. Disney Plus celebrities are coming out and asking people to boycott Disney Plus, Hulu, and other streaming services provided by ABC and Disney following the Jimmy Kimmel suspension. This is significant. First up, Tatiana Maslany, who's a Marvel star. She's a leading star in Disney Plus's She-Hulk attorney at law, and she now says cancel Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions. Meanwhile, Damon Lindahl, who was a showrunner behind the hit series Lost, which aired on ABC, is also urging people to boycott the company, calling Kimmel, quote, empathetic and grateful, saying that he cannot, in good conscience, continue to work for the company that imposed the suspension on Kimmel. More and more celebrities are speaking out. Kathy Griffin, Wanda Sykes, Ben Stiller, they've all spoken out about this decision, but celebrities within Disney Plus's network are saying, cancel Disney Plus. I just want to ask these corporations, was Target not a case study for you? Was Target not the lesson that you had to learn less than a year ago? They took a huge financial hit when they walked back a lot of important programs and people stopped going. They boycotted. They protested with the power of their wallets. No way is it that white people is really boycotting Disney and Hulu, and then MAG's response to like the left or liberals boycotting Disney or Hulu. They're like, we're going on Disney trips. We're all going to go to Disney trips. You couldn't afford eggs last year. Find all the eggs. You ain't going to Disney. This isn't just a wave of ordinary people walking away from Disney Plus. This is talent rebellion. The people who helped build the empire. The faces that sold billions at the box office. The stars.
We have some major news right now. The boycott of Disney and ABC is growing fast, and there is significant pressure on the company right now to reinstate Jimmy Kimmel or apologize to viewers. Hundreds of thousands of people are actively canceling their subscriptions to Disney Plus, to Hulu, to ESPN Plus, all these other Disney products because of the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel. Large Disney Plus stars have come out and urged people to cancel subscriptions to their own network. Former CEOs of Disney have urged essentially cancellations. This is a significant boycott that appears not to be slowing down at all right now. And while, according to latest reporting, Disney and ABC, they're feeling the pressure. They're feeling the pressure significantly. So keep it up. If you want to make change, the best way to do it is to make your voice heard. And a lot of people are canceling subscriptions and stuff right now. So spread the word. If you want to subscribe to something else, subscribe to my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow on for more.
The Disney adults done did it. The Disney adults done did it. Disney done lost $3.87 billion. This is crazy. We ain't getting no more new series, no more new movies.
Shocking. Disney's own stars are leading a boycott after Kimmel got suspended. She-Hulk star Tatiana Maslany went public. Cancel Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN. But it gets crazier. Lost creator Damon Lindelof called Kimmel empathetic, blasted the company for punishing him, and said he's done working for Disney. Then came Kathy Griffin, Wanda Sykes, Ben Stiller, big Hollywood names, one after another, speaking out. The boycott spreading fast, from celebrities to fans, turning into a full-on cancel Disney movement. Is this just anger from a few stars, or the storm that could shake Disney to its core? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
So I just canceled my Disney Plus subscription, and I want to walk you through what happened because they've made it more difficult to cancel. There's no cancellation button on the immediate page anymore. Now you have to log in and then choose a specific profile and then go into the settings and then hit cancel. And then this happens. First they ask you, are you sure you want to cancel? Here's a subsidized rate, or alternatively, here's a way for you to pause the subscription for a couple of months. When you say you still want to cancel, then they give you another retention page and they remind you of all the shows and movies that you'll be missing out on if you cancel your Disney Plus account. And then when you say, no, I still want to cancel, then it takes you to yet a third retention page, still asking you to reconsider, and that if you really want to cancel, to give the reason why you want to cancel. And that's where I told them very quickly and briefly that I don't want my hard-earned money to go to fascists who are anti-free speech. And then finally, when they let you cancel, they remind you that you still have the subscription for several more weeks, and they want you to reactivate the account. Early reports are that Disney stock has already plunged 7% in light of firing Jimmy Kimmel. You guys, at the end of the day, canceling Disney Plus is not going to stop fascism by itself, but it sends a message to these billion-dollar corporations that we are paying attention and that we will not tolerate this kind of fascism. And finally, I will say, if you have the capacity to transfer those funds to independent journalists, to activists, to people actually speaking truth to power, subscribe to them. Let's create a future by investing in people actually committed to justice and human rights, not those corporations capitulating to fascism.
Order in court, order in court, order in court. Disney, Hulu, ABC. Well, whoop-de-doo then, sucker. You are guilty, guilty, guilty of 5-4 in. 5-4.
The latest news is that the calls to boycott Disney and ABC are growing louder, and the pressure on the companies has reached an unprecedented level. All of this was because Jimmy Kimmel was suspended, and people were extremely angry. Thousands of people have canceled their subscriptions to Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and anything you can think of. What makes this even crazier? Big-name stars under Disney have come forward one after another, urging people to cancel their subscriptions to their own network. Imagine an actor working for Disney telling people, don't subscribe. Even the former CEOs of Disney have come forward and said the same thing. This is the severity of the problem. The boycott movement has not slowed down. If there is any difference, it is that it is getting bigger day by day. Disney and ABC began to panic. According to the latest reports, they really feel the pressure, and the pressure is constantly increasing. People's attitude is very clear. They either want Jimmy Kimmel to return to his position or ask him to apologize. Now, this is what is happening. People canceled their subscriptions on a large scale, and the movement spread like wildfire. Whether you like Camor or not, this is one of the biggest boycotts Disney has ever faced.
Disney Plus lost over 700,000, nearly 1 million paid subscribers after announcing price increase once again. Users are fed up with price increase. Hell yeah, we fed up with that shit. Need to goddamn... These stores and shit need to lose customers too. Maybe they'll come down on these prices. Netflix, they just came out a couple weeks ago. I did a post on it. Talking about they increasing prices and shit. They already stopped the hustle. Goddamn letting one in the family buy it, and we all split that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't that serious to have to split it. It wasn't nothing $7, but if you wanted to. You could have one person paying $1 a piece out of 7 people. Everybody using the same shit. Can't do that no more. Splitting something that's $7 is crazy though. But I'm just saying. That shit ain't happening now. Everybody going up on the prices. Yeah, we need to let all of them start losing business. Maybe they'll come down. Arizona, the only nigga that kept his shit the same. Shit been the same since the 90s, man. But yeah, though, y'all need to target Netflix next, though. Because eventually, them boys gonna be charging about $50 a month just to watch them whack-ass movies.
Damn, the free speech bros were not fucking around this time. I don't know if you guys realize how significant this is. Within just a few days of the Disney boycott, Disney has lost almost the entire box office gross of the Star Wars sequel trilogies. What I'm saying is, all the Star Wars sequel trilogies combined box office gross was like $4.8 billion. And within just a few days, Disney has lost $3.8 billion due to these boycotts. That is the power we hold, guys. That is the power of speaking with your wallet, of voting with your wallet. If you canceled your subscriptions in the past few days, bravo, well done.
Just a reminder, when you're canceling all your ABC and Disney accounts, also start blocking their social media accounts. Make sure that they're not getting any traction on anything that they post. Report their ads as unpleasant. You don't want to see it.
Loss of the freedom of speech thing is obviously super scary, and I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. The positive spin that I am choosing to put on this is, whereas before I could not afford to take my family to Disney, but now I get to say that I'm choosing not to take my family to Disney. We will not be going on a Disney cruise. We will not be going to the parks, but I'm choosing it. It has nothing to do with the fact that we can't afford to.
Currently, right now, Disney is learning the very hard and fun lesson that racism equals brokey. They are currently at a loss of $3 billion plus just today, and they are projected to continue losing, and this is all as a result from the fallout of them canceling Jimmy Kimmel's show indefinitely. I saw the video of one woman who canceled her $150,000 wedding at Disneyland, saying she doesn't get down with this. 150 stacks gone. She said, nope, never again. No more Disneyland, no more cruises. We don't get down with fascism. This is all just like a little restorative for me, at least personally. Because for a long time, I was under the belief that all Disney adults were just too deep in the sauce, like they've drank way too much Kool-Aid. And for a lot of them, that's their bottom line. They will spend anything, do anything for that rat. But to see so many of them revoking their season passes, their cruises, like, that's where the real money is. And it does make me feel a little tickled pink to know that they are doing this. Like, I'm glad to know humanity isn't completely lost to, like, shiny sparkles.
In full panic mode about the backlash to them pulling the Jimmy Kimmel show for no reason other than capitulating to Trump. Now that that's happening, we're seeing the difference between left-wing progressive cancel culture and right-wing authoritarian cancel culture. Let's start with the right-wing authoritarian cancel culture, which uses institutions against people. Instead of allowing for free speech and free debate like Republicans always say they love doing, Trump decided to weaponize the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, which is the regulator for networks, used that against Disney to essentially threaten them into pulling Jimmy Kimmel's show. Even if he didn't necessarily threaten them directly, he's made it really clear that that's what he intends to do. So Disney did what it did in an attempt to get ahead of the curve and avoid any further retaliation. Now potentially using the FCC to crack down on any other form of media outlet that is critical of him. That is literally using the government, using the power of the state, which Republicans hate doing, which right-wingers hate doing, to silence criticism. Meanwhile, progressive cancel culture is about voting with your feet. When an actor says something racist, when a CEO snatches a hat from a child at a tennis match, when a company is found to be doing something unethical, or when a D-list celebrity comes out as a simp for fascism, right? Progressives vote with their feet. Okay, you're a horrible company, you're a horrible person, we're not going to do business with you. You're right as a consumer in the free market. If you don't like a person, if you don't like a company, you don't have to engage with them. You don't have to engage with them on social media. You don't have to buy their product. You don't have to wear their brand. You don't have to give them representation. That's what's happening right now with Disney. Apparently, Disney internally is super alarmed by the number of people who are cancelling Disney Plus subscriptions in protest to what they did to Jimmy Kimmel. It's people in a free market using their free market vote. If the company is too scummy, then consumers have every right to simply switch off and stop giving them money. Left-wing cancel culture is people using their free market vote in a free market. Right-wing cancel culture is authoritarianism and massive crackdowns on free speech because conservatives are sensitive little babies. Either way, Disney is currently panicking, and Jimmy Kimmel, regardless of whether or not you find him funny, I personally don't really, he is going to go off with another network, or he's going to go off independently, and he is going to have a really good time of it.
This is a typical example that you do not joke with your clients. This is a typical example that you do not joke with people that are putting food on your table, because it is easy for we to produce a mistake, but rewriting and correcting that mistake is one of the biggest problems that we have. So what is the possibility that even if Disney re-employed this particular guy in question, what is the possibility that a lot of people that cancel their subscription are still going to come back to Disney? What is the high percentage? The percentage is not even up to 10%. Yes. Because when you create something inside of people, at the end of the day, especially when it comes to your business, you have literally destroyed everything. Let me share my story with you guys as well. I was patronizing this particular lady, especially when it comes to my wares, because I feel like she have good wares, right? Then it got to a point, I found out that this lady that I was patronizing started looting from me. Looting from me in the sense that if I am supposed to get this particular dress for $10, she will tell me $15. And because I trust her so much, because basically I would just tell her to send me samples of designs of the dress that I want in my phone, on my WhatsApp phone. And then I would tell her, calculate how much and then let me pay. Then I started realizing that the prices were now going at treasure. She was very, very faithful with me when I started, right? And this is someone that I've been patronizing for the past 6 months. Now, something just told me one day to go for window shopping. I went for window shopping, and exact kind of things that she usually bring for me, like my jean trousers, which is my panties, my jean panties, and then my top. I saw an exact one there. And then I asked, guys, guess what? It was like 2 times higher than what she was giving me. So I was still in that shop and I called her and I told her something. I said, I needed this particular exact thing for my sister. You've sent it for me one day. How much did it cost now? She made it times 3, telling me that the prices of things right now are way too outrageous. Still in the same spot where I was. And then I told her something, because that's the kind of person that I am. I'm not good at sugarcoating words to fit your narrative. I told her something. I said, you have been looting from me. You have been stealing from me because I trust you so that you can be able to be supplying me. But right now, I have seen who you are, and trust me, I will never patronize you again. That was when she realized, and then she started telling me that, no, okay, no problem. Let's just do the normal price. Let's just do the normal price. Okay, I can even bring it. I was like, oh, as I'm talking to you right now, I am in a store where they sell the same thing, not like it is fake one, new ones. And this is the price they're giving me, but this is, so you've literally been looting. And I told her, after today, I will never, until date, I did not patronize her, because no matter how she apologized, she was trying to make me come back, I just block and delete her from my status. That is the kind of person that I am. So that is the kind of person that a lot of people that have actually subscribed to Disney, a lot of people that have actually subscribed, because all in the name of one person, are not losing it. They are unsubscribing not just Disney, but every single thing relating to Disney. Now, according to the report, they have lost over $3 billion. To this point of me filming this particular video for you, because I saw it yesterday on my FYP, to today that I'm filming this video for you, I don't even know how much they must have been losing by now. We're not talking about millions here, we're talking about $1 billion. We're talking about people that matters, your clients that matters. Now, people that are traveling to Disneyland, canceling plans. Like recently said, you will even hardly hear people saying, oh, they're traveling to Disneyland, or they're going on a vacation on Disneyland, and so on and so forth. Because I also have friends here that you always hear them saying, I'm taking my children to Disneyland in the US, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, that's good. When it gets to that time, I also love to do that. But now, nobody is even saying it. They're not even considering it. Instead of that, the last vacation they went to was Qatar. They went to Qatar for vacation. So let it serve as not just a lesson to Disney, but as a lesson to those of us that is also doing business. Whenever you're doing something, try to portray who you said you are. Don't come and start sugarcoating words because you want to fit a certain narrative. And for those ones that own people that are employing people to work, you need to know that these people you are employing to work owns the key to your customer care service. So you need to know how to manage them. I remember when I wanted to leave the place I was also working, a lot of customers, they started calling me to ask me, like, Why did you leave? Did I sack you? Did I do this? I was like, no, I was not sacked. I left on my own with a very good reputation. They were like, okay, I just wanted to know because you've been good to me, you've been this to me. If they sack you, we're withdrawing our contract, we're withdrawing our this, we're withdrawing our that. And I was like, no, nobody sacked me. I'm okay. You can continue to do what you're doing with them. That is exactly the phrase of what Disney is going through right now. That is the phrase. Now their business is crashing. Now they are coming out to cry. Now they are coming out to say, please, Americans, we want you guys back. So even if you bring Jimmy back now, what is the percentage that people that have left you are coming back? You don't tamper with the power of people, especially Black Americans. You don't make things look like you can do without them. Yes, I'm not saying that Disney is going to crash for the whole of the year or Disney will never resurrect back again. They might still bounce back. There is every possibility, but it can never be as it was before. It can never be, the revenue can never be as it was before when they were enjoying the flourishness, when people built trust, when people did not unsubscribe, when people did not delete their app, when people were looking up to them just because they just want to get either vacation or movie series and so on and so forth. I'm sorry for Disney. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can say right now. And I'm sending you guys hugs. But you have to learn the hard way. This is the FAFO level that we are right now. You learn the hard way so that once you F around and find out, you will not know that, yes, whenever you're bouncing back, you will bounce back with integrity and know how to follow your clients with loyalty and know how to follow your staff and don't just wake up one morning and just think that this staff need to be sacked. You're moving the person out. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is just me giving my own unopinionistic opinion and also sharing my experience with you guys. Let me know what you think as well in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, this is just for educational purposes, right? Not to bash anybody. I stand a chance to be corrected. And yes, with no further ado, I'm going to be Simba and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you. Mwah.